There he is. Hey, Scruffy. How you doing? You're on time. I couldn't see you from the window, so I wasn't sure if you were here. So it's still light out, so I wasn't sure if you were going to show up. So, oh, meow, good. Another meow, good. Another one. So I have your meaty pate with real chicken and tuna. And we're going to try the side kibble thing again. So I hope you have a better jump today compared to last night. I was watching the rerun of your failed jump, and I could tell I was trying not to laugh while I was recording that. I was a little worried you hurt yourself, but yeah, I'm not used to a cat being so ungraceful. So why don't we get dinner started, okay? So I'll pick up the food now and I'll bring it out, okay? Ready? Okay, so I got the food. So I'll come through the door. Gonna have to move back. Okay, good. Oh, you're hissing. That's not good. Okay, I'll get the water first. Okay, get the water. So I don't want to scare you, but I'm going to change the water, okay? So I'll have to go around you. So let me change the water here. Okay. Just sit in the chair. And let me get the glove, okay? So you seem to be anxious, so I'm not going to pour the kibble on the chair yet. No, I should only pour the kibble on the chair. Okay. Okay, so I put the kibble on the chair. Okay. My pet. Okay. So I had a very bad night and day. So I have a large upright freezer. It's actually my parents'. And it basically went kaput last night in the middle of the night. So it actually has an alarm built into it, which is actually kind of a nice feature. Unfortunately, I didn't know about it, so all I heard was this alarm going off, and I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. But yeah, once I figured it out, yeah, all this food in my freezer was starting to defrost because the freezer wasn't cold enough. So I think it's about 38 degrees, so it's actually a good refrigerator temperature, but it's supposed to be a freezer. So fortunately, yeah, I have a lot of food in there because it was a dedicated upright freezer, and because of the lockdowns, I've been stockpiling foods, especially meats, because of all the shortages. Because I've been worried about more shortages, so and then the price increases. So I was buying and saving food when it was not quite as expensive, hoping to wait out price hikes. Unfortunately, yeah, the prices really never did stay. Well, they did stabilize, but they never went back down. So, from the particularly meats I've been looking at, I find that yeah, not all meats, or not all meats, not all foods, but I'm finding my food bill, or the cost of food's gone up somewhere between 20 and 30%. So it's it's quite a big increase. So I'm not happy that basically there's a whole freezer of food going to waste because I can't keep it cold. So I have a normal refrigerator with a little freezer, and so I was trying to make room in that. And basically I was trying to prioritize, okay, what do I actually really want, and what can I throw out, and what might actually be able to either store in the refrigerator or take out entirely, because like one thing I was using or doing, because flour was so hard to get at certain points last year, I bought a big giant bag of flour when I was able to get some, and then I put a bunch of it away in the freezer. And so that's not something I need to worry too much about preserving. I can take it out of the freezer and it'll last for a while. But there are other things that, I either gotta make room for or throw away. So yeah, I'm not a happy camper. So I actually just called my neighbor about an hour, 2 hours ago, and basically I brought them over a giant box of food that basically I gave them. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to eat this. Please take it, enjoy. So the other problem is, because I've been on a diet and I've been making progress, I don't really want to ruin my diet by trying to eat up all the food. I hate wasting food and money, but I think from a rational standpoint, I'm probably better off throwing out a lot of the food and trying to eat it, because my health is more important than the money that I'll be throwing down the toilet or throwing in the garbage. So, though tonight there is a frozen pizza I kind of want to indulge myself on. I gave my neighbors I bought like these personal frozen pizzas from Costco, and I was stockpiling them because those were in shortage also last year. Everything was in shortage. Can't believe it. So I have a cheese box and a pepperoni box, and so I gave them all the boxes because they're too bulky for me to save. One of the more expensive things. It's kind of sad, but so I think it was a couple years ago. I bought a Cajun turkey from Popeyes. So a few years back, I started this. It became a kind of informal after Thanksgiving tradition. So I've always wanted to try Cajun turkey. I've heard about them, and I thought they were a really cool idea. And so I found out Popeyes and KFC sell them. But my normal family, they're not very adventurous, and they don't like to deviate from tradition too much. And so if I mention, Cajun turkey, and Popeyes and KFC for Thanksgiving, they look at me weird. So I decided I would do, unfortunately, the Popeyes and KFC, what they do is they take reservations. You got to order your turkey in advance. And it's only good, basically, they sell out too, so you got to do it like right at the beginning of November, I think, maybe late October. And so you basically got to claim your turkey, and then they're willing to cook it for you or hold it for you until Thanksgiving. But yeah, they don't go much past Thanksgiving, so you basically have to do it during the Thanksgiving holiday. So what I do is I do like the day after Thanksgiving, and so I'd invite people who were adventurous and wanted to try Cajun turkey, and kind of made it informal after Thanksgiving feast. So the last time, and then for the years, we alternated between Popeyes and KFC at first, just so we could try the different ones and compare them. I actually ended up liking the KFC one better. But the KFC one, I think, comes fully prepared. The Popeyes one, you actually have the option of freezing or keeping it frozen. So they flash fry it, and then they prepare it if you request that. But with the Popeyes one, you can say, I just want to keep the frozen thing. And so the last year I was thinking of doing it. This is when my dad was starting to get really ill, and he wasn't, and it was questionable whether he'd be able to do the Thanksgiving dinner. So I bought the turkey on an optimistic hope that you'd be able to do the dinner, but he was kind of deteriorating that year, so I didn't do the dinner. And so I've had this turkey in the freezer, hoping to use it at some point, hoping maybe he'd get better or strong enough to, maybe we turn it into a Christmas thing or a New Year's thing or, Easter thing or, whatever. But it never materialized. So I still have this turkey, and it's probably the most expensive piece of meat I have in the freezer. And fortunately, it's a little old, so I don't even know if it's still good. But my neighbors told him, you get to try it for free. And actually, I've invited them over for the post-Thanksgiving dinner before, so they've had it before, so they enjoy it. So I'm glad they'll be able to give it a try. Oh, I'm late. So we should start your food, okay? Want your food? You've been so good. Yeah, you're rubbing against my leg. Okay. I know you want your food, so I'm trying to wrap this up, but you're actually getting more into it. Wow. You're not going to let me stop, are you? Wow, you're into it tonight. I'm starting to feel bad. I think I should get you your food. Okay, I think you're ready for your food now. Okay, let's do your food, okay? I'll grab the brush. And there's some other good food things I gave him. I also gave him a lot of frozen entree things and whatever. I actually don't buy that stuff except for the pizzas. But my relatives kept bringing over like these frozen entree things because they thought maybe I need to make a quick dinner or something for myself. So I kept them on hand just in case, but I never actually ate them. Because usually I'll just I'll usually find something to cook. And then, with this last year of lockdowns, I got a lot of time to cook. Okay, I'm gonna switch brushes. So get your tail a little bit. So I have a lot of frozen vegetables and stuff for my diet, so I was trying to save that because I'm actually eating that. Broccoli, mixed vegetables. I was thinking I was going to try to find frozen spinach, but I've been buying the fresh stuff. I don't actually need the fresh stuff, but I guess it's a good thing. Yeah, the fresh stuff, not the frozen stuff. Because it'd just be more stuff I'd have to figure out how to get in the freezer. Okay, so I'm going to sit back and put my hand on the chair here for later. So I saw Scruffy today, very early this morning. I saw him on the rocks again. Though just as I was seeing him on the rocks, he decided to get up and leave, and he walked into the garden, so I wasn't able to film it. And then about late morning, he jumped up on the big table and he was sleeping on the table. He was there for a couple hours. They actually filmed him in different positions, sleeping. So some of the positions, he looked very comfortable. He was kind of on his back, on his side, and his belly is kind of or chest was exposed. So, kind of nice to see Scruffy not being in terror for once. And then he woke up eventually and disappeared, and then I didn't see him the rest of the day. So, but yeah, I've been busy trying to figure out what I'm going to do about the freezer and how to figure out which food to save and how I'm going to save it. And so I took out all the ice, the ice maker, so I could basically store more food. And then I put the ice in the broken freezer. I'm hoping to preserve the remaining food I can't fit anywhere else in the freezer a little bit longer until I figure out what I'm going to do with it. I gave my neighbors a bunch of stuff. I didn't want to give them the kind of questionable stuff. I think most of the stuff I'm going to throw out, or it's just nobody wants to eat it except me if I'm desperate. Like I have a lot of breads, French breads, and other things, bagels, tortillas in the freezer. So they're kind of thawing out now that it's refrigerator temperature, but I'm hoping the ice cubes will give me a little bit of extra time to keep the temperature a little lower. It also means I won't be able to have ice cubes for, I usually use them like in my bicycle rides. And I actually keep usually a bottle of water next to my computer, my office. You can usually put ice cubes in. It's a thermos, so it keeps it cold all day. So I'm going to miss not having ice cubes. I might make a point to go to the store and buy big bags of ice cubes or something. So my other problem yeah, so the freezer is. I did some digging and tried to find the manufacturer date. I think it said 2003, so it's about 18 years old now. So it's run its life. It probably means it's not worth trying to get it repaired. I know most of the places that come out, they charge a fee just to come out, so it's probably not worth the money to have anyone even just take a look at it. And the problem is I'm on the fence about moving, and so if I'm going to move, I don't really want to have a brand new appliance. So I'm thinking I'm going to see if I can live without a extra freezer. I really like the convenience, and for my diet it's been actually pretty good. Because I can store lots of frozen vegetables in it. And it's been good for lockdowns, so I don't have to go to the store all the time. But at the same time, so my parents bought a really nice freezer. I'm definitely not inclined to buy another one that high quality. The other problem is they put it in the garage, and we get really hot summers here. And I know the freezer's probably been pushed to its limits in that garage because it gets really hot there. I'm actually surprised it's lasted this long. I'd actually been worried all year that it wasn't going to make it. It would fail during these lockdowns and high food prices and shortages. And then the refrigerators themselves, or the freezers and refrigerators themselves are in shortages, I found out. So just looking for the cheapest chest freezer I could find. I found the posting for Costco about 6 months before the lockdowns. It was on sale for, I think it was 7 cubic feet for $129. Now basically it's more than doubled. It's $300. So you can brave the chair. So I hope you come up. Gonna try to sneak in through the railing. So my hand's still here, So for $129, I might have gone for a cheap chest freezer, but $300, I'm not enthusiastic about it, especially since, because at that point I'm kind of inclined to want to move it wherever I move, but transporting a freezer I know is going to be difficult. I don't want to make my life harder than it has to be. So, yeah, that's 100% inflation there. More than 100%. $129, $300. It's sick. So let's talk about 30% food price increases, 100% refrigeration increases, and then we haven't even gotten to electricity costs yet. So yeah, I'm not in a happy place right now, because one, it's just a lot of stress just dealing with food and just trying to figure out how I'm going to cope and what to say, and the stress of trying to figure out what am I going to save, what am I going to throw away. But I'm also being forced to contemplate my possible move, which is something that it causes me a lot of stress, so I like to compartmentalize it. So I only want to think about it when I want to think about it. Huh. So I saw Boots earlier today crossing the street. He was really far down the street early today, so I didn't think much of it. Though when I was bringing food over to my neighbor, I saw he got a lot closer. So I'm kind of worried they might get in a fight again, and kind of worried Scruffy's going to get hurt. Oh, he's back. So if I can scare Boots off, I will, but yeah, unfortunately I think yeah, they're gonna fight, you know, when I'm not around. So I hope Boots keeps his distance. I'm assuming because Scruffy's still around, he was able to fend off Boots and make Boots think twice about coming back, because I haven't seen him in a while. But yeah, you definitely see the damage on Scruffy. So anyway, talk about compartmentalizing my depression of moving. So now that it's crept into my everyday meals, yeah, I can't compartmentalize it anymore. So that's why I'm kind of in a bad, depressed mood right now. Because now when I think about meals, I gotta also think about moving. Even though, yeah, with all the lockdowns, I can't really go anywhere to find out if I'm going to move or where to move to. With the food, so I can pet you up here. So one of the things I had to pull out was the chicken skin and bones that I froze. So that's definitely a low priority thing that I'm going to probably throw out. I threw it in the refrigerator because I actually have room there, but I was tempted to give him the skin and bones, but since I'm trying to train him with the chair now, I don't want to screw that training up. So I don't think I can give him that. Hoping maybe in a couple days, once we get this routine set up, then I can give him the food before it goes bad. Yep, there's food up here. Gotta be brave. Try not to fall. So I know you can jump. You got on the big table. And you've gotten on this chair before. So there's a footstool there. I wonder if you'd be more comfortable jumping up on the footstool to... They pet you? Yeah, he's avoiding me. Yeah. Just let me pet him. Wow, that's nice, Scruffy. I kind of want you to get the food. So I don't mean to tease you. I actually want you to get the food. He's not being very vigorous. So I think he likes it, but he's not into it as he was earlier. That's okay. I want you to get your food. Now he's getting into it. So I'm gonna get up here, get your food. Get your food. What's the meow for? More pets? I think he wants the food though. I don't know, if I move the stool closer, would he jump up? I don't know, does he just hate jumping? I don't know, like I said, he jumps on the table, no problem. I actually haven't seen him how he gets up on the table. Because, yeah, considering how ungraceful he is. Want the food? Looks like he was going to jump. There you go. He made it. Just gonna... gently pet you on the side. So, we've made progress. Yeah, there's a bunch of kibble under his feet. And then there's actually another pocket of kibble under his butt. There's one more under his neck. But he didn't jump off, and he didn't scratch. And no, he's moving his head into the pets now. So maybe he likes being pet. So I was hoping maybe he liked being pet up here. Yeah. So now we're slightly closer in the height. Top of the head. So he hasn't run away yet, so that's good. Oh, he's settling down. The traffic's not helping. So it looked like he was going to sit for a second. Looks like he's sitting. Yeah, he's right next to me. Hey, Scruffy. I don't think you've ever been this close to me. So now the problem is I don't know how long he wants to do this. Wow, he's getting into it. So I haven't eaten dinner yet. So I feel bad about leaving before he's done, but at the same time, I don't know if he's going to be done or when he's going to be done. So I usually like to terminate early because when we first started doing this, if I did it too long, it seemed like he would start scratching. So I was under the impression that was possibly due to overstimulation. So now that he's this close to me, I actually do need to be a little careful if he strikes at my body instead of my glove. Because yeah, he's never been this close to me before. So yeah, we're making progress, Scruffy. I'm actually surprised. So this is pretty nice. So I don't know if him sleeping on the table in the middle of the day is him trying to tell me something that he's getting more comfortable with me, or if it's just he just like sleeping on the table. I don't know. Keeps changing where he sleeps, so I don't really understand if that has any meaning or not. Yeah. So I'm not sure how long I should do this. Oops, sorry. Accidentally hit the chair handle and that spun the chair a little bit. So it's probably a little nervous with the chair rotating. So I was actually reviewing the footage of him falling last night, and I thought he fell like on his back or something, but he actually managed to upright himself for the most part when he hit the ground. So he did have that cat reflex going for him. Made so much progress today. Maybe I will have to give you that chicken skin tomorrow. But I'd like to do this 2 days in a row just to try to establish a pattern. Wow, you're still into it. So I think there's a little tiny bit more kibble in the cup that I didn't pour out because I think I put too much kibble in. But I feel like I should give it to him just because he's been so good here. So is this you actually trying to, or starting to trust me? I actually don't know where to go from here. I actually didn't think we'd make it this far. So, oh, he's still into it. I feel bad because I think I want to quit soon. My arm's actually getting a little tired. So I thought this position would be more comfortable, but it's actually not. See, I feel my shoulder is a little strained trying to keep the glove at the right position and angle. Sorry about the camera angle there. I think I wasn't paying attention. His head's moving. Yeah, I think I want to end this soon because I do need to eat and prepare dinner, and I've got other things I got to do since I didn't get much work done today since I was doing with the freezer all day. So I did go for a run today. The weather was nice. I think it was actually a little cooler than yesterday, but yeah, still very, very nice. I think my time was a little slower today, though. I was a little disappointed with myself. But I'll chalk it up to being stressed over the freezer and not getting a good night's sleep because of it. And then I had an extra long bike ride yesterday, so. Okay, Scruffy, you want to wrap this up? How about I give you that extra kibble? I think you deserve it. Ah, you're still into it, huh? Wow, I feel bad about stopping. You actually seem to be into it. You haven't scratched me. So, yeah, we hear a lot of weird noises and creaks. I don't know where they come from. So I don't think it's boots. The only other animals I ever see around here are lizards. Usually come out when it's hot. So I did see in the past couple days, since it's been heating up. I'm starting to see some weeds shoot up. I gotta take care of those. I've been lazy and busy. And then coming out here usually scares Scruffy, so I've actually been trying to minimize coming out here just because I don't really want to terrorize him. But I haven't figured out how to get him acclimated to me without scaring him. So hopefully today will help. Okay, Scruffy, I think I need to quit. Wow, you're still into it. It's unbelievable. Okay, let me get your food, okay? So I'm gonna get your cup here. Yep, sorry, Scruffy, that's it. You ate it all. So I guess we'll try this again tomorrow, see how it goes. And then, went down? Okay. And then I think if that goes well, I'll probably give him the chicken bone skin the following day. Actually, I got a lot, so I might have to give it to him in multiple days. So now he's looking in the bowl. I'll give you a lot of food, Scruffy. I'm surprised you're still hungry. And how come you don't clean your bowl that well every night? Yeah, I kind of think he likes the dry kibble more than the wet cat food. So that was a mixture of Kirkland chicken and rice and meow mix for the kibble. So my arm is getting tired of holding the camera too. So, and my foot's actually falling asleep. So yeah, I'm glad he's starting to move on here. So it's kind of out of sight there, but I think I'm going to wrap it up here. I think that was plenty for tonight. So there he goes. So anyway, hopefully I won't get any more fights tonight. So thanks for watching, and see you next time. I just threw up. Made so much progress tonight, and you threw up. I'm sorry, Scruffy. So we get for giving you too much food, I guess. He's gonna throw up again. He always does it in twos. Oh shoot, he already threw up. So see, there's even more. So that's the third time he's thrown up. Darn it. He's just starting to win his trust over. And now he's thrown up. Okay, so I am going to leave out some kibble for him, and I'm going to have to clean that up. Okay, folks, I need to go in. I'm going to have to figure out how to. I'm going to have to get the hose or something to clean out that cat vomit everywhere, and I'm going to get another bowl for him. I got a new bowl of food here. It has chicken skin, a bone, and kibble for Clinton. So I'm going to leave it kind of near our usual spot here, and then I'm going to get the hose to clean up the mess, and Scruffy is still over there. So I'm going to pause the camera here. He's probably going to run from me once I get the hose, or once I step over there. Okay, I just hosed down the place. As I walked past Scruffy to get to the hose, he bolted. So I don't know where he went. He didn't come to the bowl. So I'm going to go in now, and hopefully he comes back to the bowl. So I may not be able to film him again. I'll keep an eye out. I need to get my dinner started anyway. But if not, I guess that's it for now. Bye.